Hi there, my name is Teri Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Deco Decor, where we make and sell wreaths and other types of home decor. I also work toward inspiring others to make their own designs through my wreath making group. To make a patriotic floral arrangement to match the patriotic swag that I made in our wreath making group the other night. We have the hydrangeas, we have the red geraniums, and we have blueberries, which are in this arrangement. And I also have some white astilbe that we added to make the colors kind of pop. I've got an assortment of greenery, and I've already gone ahead and made my bow. It almost hurt me to use a little bit more of this ribbon. We fell in love with this ribbon the other night in my design group, and everybody was wanting some, and I went to order it, and apparently it is discontinued. So when I use up my stash, it's gone. So it's such a pretty ribbon too. It's a little bit different than a lot of them, but it's just a really good quality ribbon. Has the little bit of shimmer to it and such. But anyway, I went ahead and I used it for the bow. So okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I have these hydrangeas. I think I'm going to put those in first. I have two from a bush that I borrowed off of, and then I've got a few others. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to use, but I like to put one here in the center, and then we'll kind of branch out from that. So, all right, so I'm going to cut this off the bottom here. I got something on my shirt. I'd already told them also, if you were not on the previous lives where we had to start over, I have already placed floral foam in the bottom of this, and then I covered it with moss. Okay, and that's how far I've gotten. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place these and then just kind of eyeball it and see what I want to do here. I'm not really positive yet. My feeling is, I'm going to use at least 3. My feeling is I might end up with 4 or 5. And I always like to have some kind of falling over the edge like this. We'll just place these things here right now. Everybody doing okay as far as no freezing? I'm looking, these have pretty large heads on them. And I'm kind of looking for smaller ones. I don't need real big head or floral heads. I might even have to trim some of these down. And this isn't really going to be laying off like that. It's going to be kind of draping. Maybe something like that. I don't want them all the same height. I'm going to work with that right now. I think that might work. And I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Make me a little hole in the moss. I don't want to be, when I get my glue in there, I don't want to be trying to struggle. Once it hits that moss, it's going to slow me down, like put the brakes on it. So I'm going to go ahead and make me a little hole here in the moss first. And it doesn't have to go down real far. There we go. Okay, no freezing. Okay. All right. Well, it must have been on my end. My phone has just been giving me all kinds of fits. And my problem is I'm on my husband's business account as far as our phone service, our cell phone service. And I have to be able to go, and he has to go with me to get a new phone. And he's a very busy man. And when he is off, he's really not in the mood to go phone shopping with me. So I just one of these days I'm going to have to just drag him there from lunch or something. All right, I'm going to have this one kind of come off to the side here. And again, I'm making my hole before I actually stick it into the moss. Okay. All right, so we've got these two. And then I want another one maybe right in this area. I want them kind of staggered, okay? I do not want them all the same height. I might have trimmed this one a little bit too short. Well, let me get another one. I think I need to have it a little bit longer. I could just go ahead and put a stem on it or a floral pick, but this will be quicker. Yeah, maybe like that. Okay. All right, we're good. So is everybody ready for Easter as far as their home, getting their home decorated? I finally got my snowman off of the door this year, or this year. I finally got it off of our front door this month. I'm running really late. Okay. All right. I don't know. I might even bring a taller one right in through here in the middle. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop right there for right now, though. Okay? All right. So that's what we have so far. They're kind of in a triangle shape and altering differing heights. Okay, so we got the taller one, the medium size, and then the smaller one. And I might even drop this one down just a hair more. Okay. All right, now I'm going to put these leaves off to the side. I might have to use those later to fill in along the bottom. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and I'm going to place a little bit of greenery before we get too much farther. So has everybody else been as messed up as I have today with time-wise? I didn't know if I was coming or going, most of it. Crazy, crazy. And does anybody know anyone that likes the time change? Yeah, I wish they would just put it, like, I like it when it's more light at the end of the day, so you can do more things. But I don't talk to anybody that really likes switching time back and forth. And I'm old enough, and maybe somebody else is out there too, that I remember back when I was a kid, we stayed on the same time, and then we went to where we switched it back and forth, and then they decided they didn't like it, and we went back to staying on the same time all the time. Now we're back the old way. All right, now before I put these in there, I'm being sure that I give them a little bit of movement. Okay, I'm just going to kind of start building up the center here. I probably should have put that other piece of greenery right a little bit closer to the center. But this is just a boxwood. I really like using boxwood in a lot of my designs. Hey, Maria and Elizabeth. I don't know, it's just kind of a good, kind of neutral. It gives a lot of texture usually to your designs, and it's pretty easy to find. Most every craft store will have a decent boxwood bush. These I actually got from a wholesaler, but I know last time I was at Hobby Lobby, I was looking for alternatives because my wholesaler is out of them. So I'm just building up the center right now just so I can, because once I get more things in here, I'm not going to be able to come back and fill in the center with the greenery. Well, I will, but it'll be more difficult, I should say. Let's see. I need to put a little piece right in here. Luckily, all these stems are nice enough and sturdy enough that I don't have to put a pick on them. And pretty much everything I think is going to be that way. Oh, George's want to know if I did a public tutorial with the Patriotic swag. I did not. We did that in our wreath making group, Georgia, but thank you for asking. Yeah, I love those colors. I mean, to me, you can't hardly mess up when you're working with Patriotic. It's just so fun. All right, there I was bragging on these stems. There we go. I was bragging on them, then that one was going to be kind of stubborn. I want the taller ones, of course, here more toward the center. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to stop there, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my geraniums. I like to start with the bigger items first and then start working outward from that. Except I'm still kind of wondering about that 4th hydrangea head. Where'd that other one go? I'm almost wanting to do this. I think I do, guys. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put this up here. I want one kind of tall. I'm going to go for it. So let's trim off another one. Oh, Christine, she's finally getting back to her plush bunny. Looks like you were having fun this weekend, though, Christine. Enjoying it with family. And you can't go wrong there. All right, I just want to stick this one right up through the middle and kind of, like I said, kind of towering over those other guys. There we go. All right, just like that. And I could almost add another one right here, you know. I'm going to start making this. I could keep on going, keep on going. I am going to do it. I want to see how short I want it, though. Okay. All right, so I was just debating on whether I need to take these leaves off, which I think I am. Like I said, I can always add them later, but I needed something kind of, I mean, this one's low, but in this case, I still have enough room. I can raise this one up just a little bit, and then just kind of have this one kind of hanging off of the edge here. So is everybody else, are you guys working on Christmas, or Easter still? I'm pretty sure, I say it, I think I made my last one today. But it's still selling, so I don't know, we'll see. Easter comes so early this year. Okay, all right, so that's what we have so far. This is going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I hope I have enough things to put in it. So, all right, so let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and put the hydrangeas in now. We'll go ahead and trim them off. I think I'm done with the hydrangeas. Hey, Amy, how are you? Oh, you're okay, Cindy. You missed me having to restart and everything else, so don't worry. You didn't miss a thing. All we've done so far is put a little bit of greenery in and the hydrangeas, and that's it. Getting ready to do the geraniums now. I had already had this picked for another project, so I just grabbed that one too. You guys know I change my mind a lot, so I do have some stems that are already trimmed off or already picked, that kind of thing. I'm just cutting off the leaves off the bottom of these now. All right, get those out of the way. All right, and again, I'm just gonna place these first. before I go gluing things in. Actually, I'm thinking about kind of grouping them. These hydrangea heads are so large. I'm thinking about grouping these in pairs. Let me see how that's going to look. Just to kind of concentrate the color a little bit better. Put one there. I'm going to have to go ahead and cut this other bush off. If I do it that way, I'm going to use probably both of these bushes. I was wanting to keep this one kind of long, but it's all glued together. Got 3 of them on one piece, but that'll work out okay because I can put these 2 over here. And maybe have one down here. Kind of like that. So I'm going to bring some to the back now. This will have to be a little bit lower. I don't want all the color all in one layer either, just like I don't want all the white in one layer. Okay, let me look around here and see what we got. Okay, so I only leaves 3 left. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to glue what I have in there now, and then we'll place some a little bit lower as well. And again, I'm going to keep them kind of bunched up so that the color gives a little bit more of a pop if I put 2 of them together. This one I want a little bit shorter. Maybe right about in that direction. Hey Susan, how are you? And there's Linda. And there's Kayla. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Leaving all these leaves on here too will really help with filling in with the greenery. I won't have to use nearly as much, hopefully. It's starting to get kind of crowded though, so I have to kind of watch it. I might take one of these off of this one. Maybe this one. And I'm not picking these, I'm just putting them basically in the same hole. If I can find where I had my place there. Okay, all right, get this one over here. And again, like I said, I want to be sure that I have differing tiers of the colors. I don't want all the red all in one, one area when you're looking all the way around. And this guy, I want to bring him down low, like that. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Pretty big, isn't it? I didn't think about it getting this big, but here we are, right? All right, I'm going to cut out some of these leaves as it's getting kind of packed in here. Okay, I want it to kind of still have a lot of movement to it. Okay, now I want to take some of the I'm going to spread some of the color down here around the bottom. I'm just looking to see where I need to bring it. And I'm going to take these two pieces and go ahead and cut them apart. Actually, I might be able to just tear them apart. So I've got, what, 4 of them, I guess. Oh, Sally, the wreath behind me. Both of, well, group members in my wreath making group, they don't know it yet, but that one is that one's tomorrow's tutorial. Surprise! I forgot and left that one there. I forgot that guy was there. I did not. This was last week's tutorial in our wreath making group. And then we made this one in our group also. So everything's been in our private group tutorials. Okay, we've been pretty busy and making some really cool things in there the last few weeks. I've been really excited. All right, I'm just looking around here to see where I can sneak a little pop of color, like right in this area. But this one, my stem is too short, so I'm going to grab another one. I think that'll work right in that area. Actually, it'll work out well because I want the leaves to kind of drape over the edge there. And I just thought about something. I just forgot about my bow. Where am I going to put that? Maybe we'll just put our bow right there. So I forgot about it until just this moment. Until I said something about things coming over the edge. All right, so we've got this one down low. We got this one. We need to glue that one in. Let's see. We're going to put the bow right here. So I'm going to put this guy right in this area, and then I'm going to bring another one right down here. Again, to try to concentrate the color, give it a little better pop of color there. All right, and so let's see. Let's bring this guy right in this area down here. So, okay. All right, so that's what I've got so far. Like I said, we'll put our bow right in here. We might move that. I might put the bow before I actually glue that one in. Okay. Thank you, Nancy. That's sweet of you to say. Yeah, we do have a great group. I have to say, I hear other people with some problems in their groups and stuff, and we just don't have it. I mean, it's just a fabulous group of people. And like Nancy says, we've got beginners to more advanced. I try to cover both, all bases, just like on that kind of a design. That one is obviously a more advanced design, but there's ways along the way you can stop and, at any point. Or if you don't, if there was a lot of expense in that wreath, if you don't want to put that much money in a wreath, you can stop at any point too. So I just, like I said, I just can't say enough about how thrilled I am having our group. And I have to tell you, this time last year, I wouldn't have told you that I was having a group. I had no idea. Okay, let me see. Did I get everything glued in? No. Okay. I think we got everything glued in. I might not, but anyway, that's what we have so far. Hey, Vicki. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's put our bow here now. And I said I already went ahead and I made my bow. Again, I've kind of mirrored it off of the design that is supposed to match. And we have 4 of the 2.5-inch ribbon, or 4 loops of the 4.5-inch, good grief, I can't talk, 4 loops of the 2.5-inch ribbon and 2 loops, one on either side of the 1.5-inch ribbon, okay? And I went ahead, I put a pipe cleaner on it, and my intent was to, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the bow, so I left that pipe cleaner kind of long, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a floral pin. So I wasn't sure how long I was going to need to leave this stem here. I'm going to take a floral pin and stick it down in there after I wrap the pipe cleaner around it. Just wrap that there so it's good and secure. Okay. Then I'm going to take the ends of my floral pin. It just looks like it's kind of the same consistency of as a paper clip, but I'm going to take the ends of these and dip it in my glue. I'm just going to stick this right in here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and I want to kind of cockeye it a little bit because it's kind of to follow with the florals here. And if a person wanted to, you could also take some ribbon and, wrap it around this top here. That would be a nice addition. Actually, I might do that. But I'm going to turn it around toward me so I can go ahead and get the ribbon tails all straightened out here. I'm going to dovetail them, but then I'm going to curl them also. This blue ribbon, actually, it's a Sam's ribbon, but it's really a nice quality. I buy it every year. And it's a Christmas ribbon, but, just because it's Christmas ribbon doesn't mean you can't use it for other times of the year. And this is perfect for patriotic designs. And it has just enough shimmer that it kind of catches your eye. I'm going to shorten a couple of these just a little bit more. Okay, now to give them kind of a natural curl, I just kind of take them and kind of play with them just a little bit. Just almost like you're taking your fingers over your hair. I hope you guys can see that. I was talking with somebody the other day that does lives. I said there's really no good camera angle to do a live with a centerpiece. It's just really difficult to get the right angle. I mean, overhead really wouldn't be a benefit. Straight on's not real good. Okay, let me look at it. I might even put a little piece of ribbon sticking out, a little tail right up here, but I'm not going to do it just yet. But that might be pretty too. But anyway, that's what we have so far. But anyway, so that's what we have so far. Okay? All right, now I want to go ahead and squeeze those blueberries in somewhere. Again, like I said, so it coordinates. And where did I do those? Okay. And I don't like the greenery that's on these, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to trim off that. I'm just going to use the blueberry portion of it. And this, actually, I know both the hydrangeas and the geraniums are Hobby Lobby. And this blueberry stem is Hobby Lobby as well. I forgot to say that to start with, sorry. But I'm going to cut off a few of these. But if you haven't been to Hobby Lobby lately, which I know that's probably a joke for a lot of us, but they really have some nice florals and nice greeneries the last year and maybe 2 years. And to be honest, it's funny because I look in there and some of the designs they're coming up with and like their attachments and stuff is things that we've been doing here in the wreath community. But what I say, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to stick a few of these in, and then I'm going to save the rest of it. I might put a few shorter sprigs off to the sides. And I'm going to go ahead and place these. Well, maybe I better not. Since I'm kind of running out of room, I better not. I better pretend first, and then I'll glue them in. And I'm trimming off these little nubs where those leaves came from, just so I can get those stems down into the foam. And again, I don't want it matchy match. I have the higher stem over here so it can kind of taper down, and then a little bit lower over here. Let's put one right in this area now. And that one will need to be just a little bit shorter. And actually, it looks like it's a little bit thicker, more full too, so that'll work out nicely. So there's a little bit more of a space there. I'm going to trim it down just a bit. Hey, Julie, how are you? There's another nurse. We got a lot of nurses in here. I always say that I think it's because all of us need some kind of crafting or something to come home to wind down at night after working. I think it's good for anybody, regardless what profession you're in. Okay. All right. So the blueberries don't really stand out that much, but again, that's the same reason we used the astilbe here to kind of help that pop, and we'll be adding some of that too. But I like that distribution of it, of the blueberries. We've got the little bit higher here, and then kind of tapers down, kind of fills that gap here, and then a little bit more full here. We'll be putting something else there. I don't know what just yet. Maybe I can stick one of those stars in there, but I'm going to wait a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these in where they're at. Everybody's still doing okay as far as not freezing? I hope so. I think like I said, my comments keep on going again. They've been so good the last couple of nights that we went live. Only thing it tells me is there's people watching. That doesn't. I'm not seeing any comments. Hey, Lori, how are you? Okay. All right, now I'm going to get that last one glued in there. It didn't want to come out. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Here's the back of it. Okay. All right, so now I want to go ahead now. I've got other greenery, but we're getting pretty full. I think we do need to do something. We got kind of a hole right in this area, right in here. We decide what we're going to do there. I was thinking about putting a little bit of ribbon there too, which that might work. think I will. I'm going to put a tail. I'm going to put a tail up here, but we're still going to have to put other things there too to fill this gap. But I'm going to put that tail up there just to kind of draw that color up here. Draw your attention upward. We get a, I don't know if this is going to be enough ribbon or not here. It's kind of wrinkly. Let me get my other roll. A lot of times the wrinkles doesn't stop me because it's, you know, I can always iron it or steam it. But when it has that all this glitter on there, you go to add some heat to it, and it's just going to fall apart. Okay, I'm just going to put a still pick on this. I'm going to get my pick machine, just so I have something to stick down into the foam. Okay, so I just put a still pick on it. You could also use a wooden floral pick, or I could have just used a floral pen like what I did before. I'm going to dip it in the glue. I'm just going to stick it right behind in here. I'm going to dovetail it. Okay. All right. And like I said, it just kind of brings the eye upward back toward the arrangement and kind of fills in that little gap there. It's not enough, but it helps. Okay. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of this steel bee now. And I'm hoping these are going to be tall enough. I might have to add some wooden picks on it. I'm running low on wooden picks. I need to get some more. But hopefully we'll have enough. That's one thing with arrangements. It doesn't take a whole lot of materials, so that helps. And I already see one spot that I need to bring just a little bit of lightness right in this area right here. And again, that'll help pop this blueberry. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. And this is one of my tall stems, so I need to use this one there. There we go. All right, see how that brings out, it kind of crowds these blueberries, well, not crowds, but kind of shoulders this so that then the blueberries will stick out. I'm going to bring one and I'm going to bring it right in here. We'll do the same kind of thing. I'll bring my taller one and I'll bring my taller one right in this area and then a smaller one down here. Cradles, that's the word I was trying to think of. I told everybody on my email list that I might be a little flaky tonight because this time change is just really messing with me for some reason. I don't know why. I just think things should happen naturally. Let things happen naturally. Okay, so there's that one. So we'll come down here and we'll get another one. This one will be a little bit shorter. Let's see here. I might be cutting it too short, but I don't know yet. No, I think that'll be all right. Right there. Okay. All right, and so now we need to bring some up toward the front, toward the bow. But where's my bush? I need to make sure that I'm saving a little bit for around the bottom also. Let's see. There we go. And again, I've got this blueberry here, so we're going to go and we're going to kind of surround it with this stilby. Okay? Because otherwise it just kind of blends in there. Nobody's going to know it's there. All right, I need some shorter pieces now. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see where I'm going to... I'm going to put a piece right here. Like I said, we've got the blueberry here, so I need to, and it's here and here, so I'm going to bring some down here. And it'll also help to fill in that hole right there, right where we put that tail. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Teri, what is my glue set at? I don't have a temperature on it, but it goes from off to max, and I've got it just a little bit past half, if that helps. It doesn't have a temperature on it. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, now I've kind of neglected the bottom around here, and I need to be doing something down there. I had mentioned maybe putting some ribbon around the bottom. I think that would really make it pop. Let me see. And it would help to incorporate the container into the design. I'm just trying it on for size. The problem is we've got this handle, but it's not going to be a problem for very long because I'm going to cut it off. I hope. There. Goodness, that's thick wire or steel. Okay. All right, so no more handle. But I'm going to put that wire or that ribbon right above that ridge right there that goes around it. Now when you're doing this, you cannot use very much glue. I just kind of dab it on there because the thing that happens, it can then kind of seep through to the front of the ribbon. You don't want that. I just kind of dab it periodically. I need to move it up just a little bit, but once it hits this metal, I tell you, that glue sets up. So whenever you put the ribbon there, you need to make sure that that's where you want it. Because it's not moving. I think I got it crooked starting someplace. There we go. Yeah, I just had it crooked. Sorry guys, this is taking longer than it should have here. We'll get there though. Okay. Shoo! There we go. We got it. But it does kind of tie in. It kind of ties in the container with the rest of the, the rest of the design. So, okay. Now, let's put some finishing touches on it now. Let me see here. Oh, and I started to start kind of filling in around the bottom. That's how it got me in that rabbit trail there. I needed to put a little bit of this to still be around the bottom. And we'll just start filling in some of the bottom pieces here. I don't want it all the same height as I'm going around the bottom. I want it kind of, some of it going up, some of it going down. Like this one's a little bit more upward, this one's a little bit more down. Okay. I'm going to put a couple of pieces over here on the other side. Okay. And I'll turn it around here in just a second. Show you what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to put a pick on this. I'm going to pop down underneath my table and put a pick on this. This one right here is a little bit smaller than what I'd like. The one right here. Let me put a pick on this real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to have my butt sticking up there. That's just what you wanted to see right after dinner, huh? There we go. All right. I'm going to trim off a leaf. Okay. All right, so this is what we have so far, guys. Still have a few holes we need to fill in, particularly around the bottom. And then we've got a little hole right here too. So let's stick a little bit. We still have some more blueberries. Remember, I was wanting to keep some of these shorter pieces of blueberries so we can kind of put those on the bottom. So I'm going to trim off some of these into shorter sections. Trying to decide whether to keep the greenery or not. I'm going to keep it on for right now. I can always take it off later if we need to. Okay. All right, I already know I've got an area right in this area, right here, where we need to stick a little something to fill in that hole. Okay. Some of these geranium leaves, they're so wide and they're just not hanging right, kind of covering up some of the goodies. So I'm going to try to put those in a little bit more intentional here in a minute. A short piece right here. All right, I've got a little blueberry sticking out over on this side. So I'm going to come over here and put a little kind of a matching piece, so to speak, so that when you're viewing it from the front, it'll be, you know, it'll be pretty even on both sides. There we go. Okay. All right, now the only thing I want to do, I want to put something right here in this hole, which maybe we could just use a piece of boxwood. That'll look good. We'll just put this piece of boxwood right down there, and then the rest of it we're going to be filling in around the bottom. I think it looks pretty good at the top. A humongous glue string, sorry. Okay, let's see. Just looking to see if I have any more holes on top that I need to take care of. I don't think so. I think it looks pretty good on top. Unless there'd be a one right down through there, but I think not. Let's go ahead and we'll finish up the bottom here, and then I think we'll be done. Now, let's see what to do here. I think we could probably just take some of these geranium leaves and use those to fill in the bottom. I think that would be pretty, actually. I'm going to get my pick machine so I can, because these do not have a stem on them. So I need some way to be able to stick them down into the foam. Now this one does have something on it, so I can use it, but I'm going to trim it off just a little better. Is everybody doing okay out there? Who all feels like they need to go to bed early tonight? I do. That's for sure. Now, if these leaves aren't going to lay right, I might have to go to plan B, which could even just be, you know, cutting these off separately instead of putting them all together. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we'll start out this way. Actually, I don't like that leaf right there. Let's take that guy off. And we'll put him right down there below. All right, I'm just going to start here at the bow and just work my way around. Sorry guys, I always start getting deep in thought when I start finishing a design. Just thinking, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? Where's the holes? I wish I had just a little bit more of that Astilbe. I have a couple of places I'd like to put some. That one didn't want to lay right, so he's going to have to get a pick all by himself. Okay. Okay, now I'd like to put just a couple of the leaves here on either side of the bow. Well, I guess I already have one here on this side. I'm going to bring one and place it down here underneath the bow. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're done. Like I said, I would like to have just a little bit more Astilbe. Like, I would like to beef up a little piece right in this area. I've got some back in the back, but I'm not going to make you guys wait on me going out and getting that. But I'll definitely add some there. Let me fix my tails just a little bit. I think it turned out real cute. Like I said, it's made to be a coordinating piece here with the one behind me. All right, so, well, that's all I have for you tonight, guys. And as always, I so much appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me, keep me company, keeping me in line. But this is available for sale in my Etsy shop. I did put a link in the comments that'll take you for this listing. And like I said, I'll make a few tweaks to it. I think it needs a little bit more Astilbe down around the bottom. And I might even mess around with the greenery just a little bit. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty cute. I really like it. All right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. You have a great rest of your evening. Get some rest so we can get used to all this time change. and that. But I will be live again on my on the page here Tuesday, if not sooner, and we'll make something else good and fun. So you have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.